Testing 1, 2, 3.
Oh, hello.
Okay. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Nothing's online session again. How many people do we have? Not a lot. Today, let's who try to share this video. Okay, share this video and tag your friends who might be interested about macarons or calligraphy. Okay, so share it so more people can benefit from this video. Okay, I'm Serena. Welcome to Nothing. Let's start soon. Okay, today we have a special guest. Okay, special guest we have Lia, who is a very professional calligrapher. Okay, let's welcome Lia on the screen.
Hello. Hi, everyone.
Can I see her? Hello, Lia. Can
Hello.
everyone hear
Hi.
Lia and me? Okay, can hear both of us, right? Okay, hi Lia.
Hi.
Welcome to our sharing session. Today, we would like to educate more about macarons, a little bit about macarons, how to use edible marker, and what is calligraphy. Okay, maybe some of you might know what is calligraphy, or some of you just think that it's just a nice handwriting. But personally, it's not just a nice handwriting. Okay, there's some skills and knowledge behind calligraphy. Okay, in order to write well, there's techniques to it. So maybe, Lia, can you share with us a little bit on what is calligraphy?
Yeah, so hi, everyone. My name is Leah. I'm a calligraphy artist in Singapore. So, calligraphy itself is about penmanship. So, you don't have to
Yeah.
worry about having bad handwriting because personally, I have really terrible handwriting. But calligraphy is very systematic and very step by
Yeah.
step. So, even
Yeah.
if you have bad handwriting, you can still create really beautiful calligraphy as well. So
Mm.
anything that's cursive, that you can see that is slanted, it looks very elegant. That is calligraphy itself.
I
Yeah.
totally agree with you. My handwriting is also super terrible. So we did a class in a few classes in 2019,
Mm.
and from there I know that it's not about handwriting. So
Yeah.
it's about like the strokes, how much
Mm-hmm.
strength to write, thin or thick, and how to move the brush, etc.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So I think can I can I show you how I write so you can
I can
point
see.
out uh, the
Uh-huh.
difference between handwriting and calligraphy, so
Mm.
people will better understand uh, what's wrong or what is calligraphy. Understand the
Mm-hmm.
feelings.
Mm-hmm.
Is it okay? Yes.
Yes.
Okay, let's do it. So I have some macarons here.
Mm.
Maybe a little bit about macarons. Okay, this is a macaron shell that we baked. Uh, it's okay. We uh, for for macarons writing, we are using edible marker, edible. marker. You can easily find it at Gonghua. Okay, this is the American Color brand. This one, we are using it to write on fondant. We can write on fondant. We can write on macarons. So this is the one that I am using for macarons. Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna start writing. So maybe you can take a look and educate everyone what is wrong is what's the big difference between like handwriting and calligraphy. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
I'll try my best.
What are you gonna write?
So usually I will write cursive. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
for people who want to customize names or some cute wordings on their
Mm-hmm.
macarons. So this is what I wrote.
Not bad, not bad.
Hello. So based on this, how
Mm.
I write, what do you think about it? Is this calligraphy? Is this calligraphy?
Yes, it's calligraphy. I think it's very beautiful. Maybe some tips would be number one, the word hello is upright. A true calligraphy script is actually slanted. And also notice,
Oh,
yeah, not to say that upright is wrong, is also possible as well, but it's maybe
mm,
more of the modern calligraphy style. Because calligraphy, there's many different type of styles. There's a traditional script, there's modern calligraphy, and obviously across different languages as well. There's English, Western calligraphy, Chinese calligraphy, Arabic calligraphy, things like that.
mm.
That's the
What's
first
the
thing I noticed.
difference between English and
Mm.
Chinese
One
calligraphy?
is the language, and also the way they hold the brush is also different. So for Western calligraphy,
Um,
we hold it like angled downwards, but Chinese calligraphy they hold it like upright.
mm,
Yeah. So but in terms of the strokes, it is we use individual strokes. So for example, when you're writing maybe E to the L, it should traditionally be done in
mm,
two strokes instead of writing non-stop without lifting the pen. So if you're writing maybe like a paragraph, and you can imagine writing the entire paragraph without lifting your pen is actually quite tiring, and you also want to allow yourself to have pauses
mm.
between your script to breathe. So a recommended tip actually is to space out your strokes. After one stroke, you want to lift your pen before you do the next one. Mm. So yeah, so like for
Okay,
example, the E to the L,
got
you do
it.
E first, then you lift your pen. Okay, so you can breathe, you can have a pause, then you go back to the second stroke. So those are two things that I've noticed. But in terms of the layout, it's actually very nicely centered, which is great.
It's
Mm-hmm.
a little bit lopsided from my view.
Maybe I can show you how to
It's
write.
like a curve. It's not that straight. Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think
I
how to
think
write a
it's best.
demo actually
You
later.
can do a small demo for everyone how calligraphy is done, how people start practicing and write the actual word.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay.
Yeah. Should we do it now?
Yeah, sure. You will do it on paper and pen, right?
Yes, correct. So
Yeah.
let's.
Let's
I
switch
think
to the other camera.
we can switch the.
Yeah. Hmm.
Yeah, are you able to see me?
Is it okay?
Can you see me from here?
Uh, turn and her on. Okay. Oh, let's skip that. Wait there's some feedback. Let's do some feedback. Give us a moment. Cannot, the feedback is still there. Yeah. Okay. I think we need to. Can you remove remove the other one? Okay. Yeah. You need to turn off your facial one. Turn off the camera or the other one. Camera and mute the other one. Okay. I just add try. Let's go. Okay. Yeah. No sound. Unmute. Yeah, you need to unmute. You cannot unmute. Yeah, can you test your voice? Okay.
Can you hear me now? Hello.
So much feedback for this. You might need to plug in earpiece for this phone. And I think yeah, she's mute, right? Hmm?
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yeah. Yeah.
Can I? Oh my goodness. I'm so sorry, everyone.
Did she exit the other? Can you exit her for the other?
Actually, how about I off my laptop side, so I just use my phone. Then there's no audio here. Can I?
Yeah, please off your laptop.
Okay. So hello.
Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm so sorry.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Finally.
Yeah,
Okay,
usually two devices is very
yeah, I'm
hectic.
so sorry. Okay, so the thing is, right, I cannot because my phone is tilted down, so you can see my screen, but I cannot see my screen. So if anytime the paper goes out of frame, you just let me know, okay? Can?
Sure.
Okay, so
Yep.
yeah, maybe we can uh demonstrate maybe
Let's show
anyone who's watching, maybe they want their name calligraph, I can do that and show everyone.
show my screen, my full blank. Okay, I think
And
those who want to once you have to write your name on the paper, do type on the caption. So you can write your name as a demo on her paper. Anyone? Jared, yeah, Jared, right?
so
Jared, someone wants you to write the name Jared. Can you show it to her?
Jared, starting with a G or starting with a J?
It's Gerard.
G E
Gerard.
R D. Correct? Okay, so I'm just gonna show.
Yeah, someone wants you to write this. Let's
Okay.
show.
Okay, so I'm starting out with a capital G.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Wow,
it's a
it looks
flourish
complicated.
version. Yeah, it looks very complicated. But it is because of all the different curves and ovals. But the actual form it actually stops somewhere here. So the extra stuff that I added is just for visual interest. Okay, so that's a capital G.
Hmm.
Okay, so E, lowercase e, R, A. You can see that I'm doing everything in a single stroke, so I'm lifting my pen as I go along. Yeah. Okay, there's Jared. Can you see? Can everyone see?
Jared. Someone wants to write Ivy. Ivee.
Say that again.
Yeah, are you able to show like a different style for Ivee? Ivy?
Ivee. Okay. I
Yeah.
can do a modern calligraphy style, but because the name is quite short, so it might look a little bit more simple than this one.
Mm,
Okay, so a modern
sure.
calligraphy style. Okay, so that's a capital I. And typically a lowercase v is written like this for a traditional script. Okay, but for my modern script, I like to do it this way, going out like that. Then then E. Something like this.
Wow, that's really nice.
Is this still in the frame? Oh, okay. Over here.
Yeah.
Can everyone see the
So
screen? Okay.
this is quite complicated. For beginners, usually how do they write?
For beginners, usually for my own lessons when I teach the first class, we would learn lowercase. So it's definitely not so complicated, not all the flourishes, but just the lowercase that you can see over here, as well
Mm,
as this kind of lowercase. It is fairly straightforward once I break it down to the individual strokes. So like I've mentioned earlier,
mm,
calligraphy is very systematic. It's like laying down one stroke after the other. So, for example,
mm.
you say I'm writing Serena's name. Okay, let me show you. So, if
Sure.
I do just
That's right, Serena.
lowercase, yeah, so just lowercase, like a lowercase s is actually 5 different strokes. Okay, so I'll do 1. Okay, you can see that I'm lifting my pen every single time.
Yeah.
2. Okay, and then 3. Right? 4. Then 5. So that is one letter.
Wow.
Yeah. So it's
There's one
very
letter and you need
systematic.
five strokes.
Yeah, 5 strokes. I know. After this we have lowercase e. Okay, lowercase e is very simple, very straightforward, like this. Okay, then we have R.
Mm,
Okay, so 1 stroke, lifting my pen. 2nd stroke, letter E again. Okay, over here we have a connection to the letter N. Okay, so that's 1 stroke as well. Then finally lowercase a, 1 stroke, and then 2 stroke. So this is a traditional script, and it's also called copper plate. This is one just lowercase. Yeah, but after you're very comfortable with just lowercase, you can also start to explore capitals. So you can see this is like a capital I, very simple, but not so many flourishes. After you finish flourishes, after you finish capital, then you can add, like very fanciful flourishes like that. So it's kind of a step by step, yeah,
Mm,
Mm-hmm.
really fancy. I don't think
Thank you.
I can write in one class, right? So usually in one class, they will learn the very basic first.
Yeah, usually just one class, I would normally go through just the lowercase because if you want to learn
Mm,
capitals, that's another class. Then flourishing is another class.
mm,
Yeah, so it goes from very simple beginner and then intermediate and then advanced. But I mean for a macaron size, I definitely won't be writing so big. So I think 6 cm,
mm.
like a macaron size is about 6 cm, right?
Yeah, our 6 cm macaron size that I
Yeah,
just
so
demo just now.
6 cm is actually pretty small up to here. So for something like this, I would definitely have to
Mm,
write smaller for a macaron, probably this size.
mm, mm, mm.
Hmm.
Wow,
Anyone else want to
cool. So
have their name written?
yeah, anyone else want Leah to write your name? Just one last lucky person. Leah will show you one more time how to do calligraphy. No one? If no one, I'm gonna ask her to write Nana Tang.
So okay, I do another thing, is it?
One last call. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Go. Don't have. Okay, so right. Let's
Another thing.
show Nana Tang how to write.
Okay.
Oh, who? Oh, Elaine. Okay. Black Cross just came up.
Elaine,
Elaine wants you to write her name.
is it like this?
Yeah,
Yes, right?
Elaine, correct.
Okay, so
Let's
I'll
see
do a
one more time how
capital.
she present the strokes. How many strokes are there per alphabet, and what is the thickness, a thin or a thicker?
Okay, so this is still fairly complicated,
Wow.
capital E,
Hmm.
L, A. So you can see one stroke, another stroke. I'm always lifting my pen as I go along. Okay, and then E, be something like this. Yeah, yeah. I think I did this too big. Maybe I should make it smaller. Okay, and just like this, Mm.
Wow, but it's still nice.
Thank
For
you.
normal people like me who don't know calligraphy, this is good enough. This is really too good.
Thank you.
Nice, good job. Awesome. So, yeah, let's go back to the topic of calligraphy and macarons. So we actually have uh, upcoming class together with Lie. Okay, so in this two-in-one class, you will learn how to do calligraphy, learn more, and you learn how to write A to Z, the very the basic lowercase stuff. So you
Yeah,
will
the
be able to
lowercase, this one.
apply this technique directly on the macaron. This macaron will be baked in the class. Okay, so it's a 6 cm size macaron that you're gonna be baking in the class. Okay, after baking, while waiting for it to bake, Leah was over the class to uh, teach you how to do calligraphy, right, Leah?
Yeah, definitely. So we would learn how to
Yeah.
write lowercase, just like how I've written the word Serena earlier on.
Yeah. Do you remember this? This one, you wrote this last time.
Sorry?
Yeah, you wrote
Oh
this.
yeah,
You wrote this long ago.
very nice. Okay, I can finally see
Good.
the chat and
I
the
keep it
screen now.
until now. It's been 1 year.
Wow. Yeah, the last time we did this was
Okay.
2019.
Yeah, 2019. So we actually have a class in upcoming October and November period. So this class is actually open for registration if you are keen to learn more about calligraphy and how to make macaroons at the same time in one class is open for registration. And for uh, students for online audience who see our video, our live video today, you can actually enjoy promotions for this class. So it's not just this class, any other class as well. If you sign up within the next 24 hours, starting from now, you will be able to get a box of macarons by Nana Tech. It's a very our very signature macarons if you've seen some articles about it before. Okay. So any signups within these 24 hours, you will be able to receive a big box of macarons from us when you come for that class. So we are looking forward to you to join our hands-on session. Okay. To find out more about classes, you can go to our website www.nanatang.com. www.nanatang.com. I think, Leah, is there any last uh, last advice or last sentence you want to tell our audience before I move on to a little bit something else, not calligraphy, but I'm going to show you a little bit more about character macarons. Character macarons, how to do drawing and say, I'm better with drawing, not so good with handwriting.
Yeah, maybe something that I can add is I know that this is something that I've been doing for 5 years already. So don't feel intimidated like, oh my God, it's so difficult and I can't do calligraphy. It's not true. Anybody can start out with a pen and pencil. It's actually really, really straightforward, very simple. Once you hear me break it down step by step. Even children can do it, like young kids. So don't be intimidated by the flourishing and all that stuff is very beginner friendly. So if you're interested, definitely sign up for our collect class. I think 31st October and 14 November, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Mm-hmm.
Correct. It can be found on our website.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you, Pierre, for joining us for this uh, part of the session. Okay, and how show us how to do calligraphy, how to write. We definitely look forward to the collect class, the actual class that is
Mm-hmm.
being hosted in our studio, Nana Tech, which is at Ocean Park area.
Thank you. Thanks for having
Yeah.
me.
Yeah. We'll see you again. Yeah.
Bye bye.
Bye
Thank you,
bye.
everyone.
Okay, so we are done with the writing part, calligraphy. So I'm pretty sure you were impressed by her calligraphy techniques and her really beautiful words. And we did like write some of your names as well as mine. Okay, I'm pretty happy with it. So if you're interested in this calligraphy class as well as learn how to make my macarons, okay, do check out the class details and sign up if it's something that you want to learn. Okay, so now we are done with the writing part as usual. I'm going to show you a little bit more about edible marker, okay, and how we usually use it on our character macaron, okay, on our character macaron. Okay, so the wordings on one side. So this is some sample character macarons that we make. Okay, maybe go to the closer. Can you tell which part of the macarons are drawn using edible marker? Anyone? It's a very simple question. Anyone know which part of the macaron is being drawn using edible marker? No one wants to give it a try. Maybe I will wait a little while. If no one wants to give it a try, then I will tell you the answer. B. Yeah, there's on this B here, the black part, the B lines, the black stripes, and the eyes are made using edible marker. So how we usually where got sell edible marker? That's a question. It's at one. It's a very normal tool that is being used, okay, to draw on macarons as well as on fondant. Okay, you can get them easily at one. Yeah, the eyes, most of the eyes here are drawn using edible marker. Okay, the eyes, whiskers, well done. Bravo, everyone have 100 upon 100 for answering questions like ticker. Yes, the eyebrow, eyes, the whiskers is all drawn using edible marker. Usually edible marker comes in black color, but there are colored version. Okay, there are colored version. Usually we use less of the color version. Most of the time is black version. Okay, this is one brand that you can get easily, but it's not expensive. It comes in a pair, less than $10. Okay, can I see the brand? Americolor, Americolor. Okay, so this is what I have done. Maybe I'll just quickly show you how I usually do it. I will demonstrate how I do a unicorn version. Okay, so I have a giant size unicorn. I just have a lot of macarons here in my shop. They are mostly not edible, just piping and playing around with it. Okay, for unicorn, we're gonna make this plain unicorn into something like this. Something like this. Okay. First, we use edible marker. Use like a normal marker. Okay, there's nothing too fancy about it. It's really a marker, but it's edible. Okay. Let's use this to draw the eyes for the unicorn. Like an N shape. And do some eyelashes. Okay, easy peasy. Okay, and this part of the unicorn, the flower part, is up to you to interpret. You can use edible marker. One option. This is the red color edible marker, or you can use sprinkles, or you can use fondant to shape. Use a flower mold and shape up a 3D flower and base on your macaron. Okay, it's totally up to you how you want to do it. Okay, so just the eyes is edible marker, and we have some blush and the gold colors. They are from this powder. Okay, I'll show you. Just any red powder. It's an angkukui powder. You know that I use it for the red blush. Okay, you can dust some red powder on the cheek. Okay, and you see there's some red blushes on the unicorn. And also the gold. This is the non-alcohol version, okay, which is pretty friendly for Muslim friends. Okay, it doesn't have alcohol. If not the standard one, we have alcohol inside. Okay, some gold paint is already in the paint form where you can paint directly on your macarons. Okay, this is how we do the horns. and a little bit of the ears. Just like this. Ta-da! So it's a very classic unicorn macaroons. Okay, and maybe you can use another color to draw the flowers. I'm just gonna use black because that's what I have now. Okay. Okay, for example, like this, you can draw, or I recommend using fondant to paste a 3D flower on it. It will look nicer. Okay, that is unicorn. Okay, and as a full version, I'll quickly show you a full version. So this full macarons is, we have one of this for our class. Briefly explain to you how is character macaron done. Okay, you can use French macarons, use Italian macaron recipe, or Swiss macaron recipe. It's all doable. It's all about using template to do the shape. Okay, so you have a round shape template on this, and how do you get like the legs and the ears and the nose on the round base? Is all about the waiting time. Okay, you have to wait for the macaron batter to dry on the surface. If you make macaron before, you will know that this surface will dry. Okay, it has to dry before you bake it. So when the surface is dry, then you pipe the smaller element, the nose, the ears, and the leg, and you will get a 2D effect. Okay, it's not like all blended together into one piece. Okay, this is how you get popping nose and ears and legs. Okay, this one will be taught in detail if you attend our class. So a very quick one for full, also edible marker, nose and the eyes and the eyebrow. Some version eyebrow is cute like this, a little bit far apart from the eyes. You can add some brushes if you want, some red on it. It makes the character cute after you draw the details on them. Okay. There's also a painting option. It's one of the popular way to customize your macaron nowadays as well, for like customization. This is not too difficult and pretty simple. You just need round shape macarons, but you use edible marker to draw alphabets on it. Pretty sure it's pretty easy to just write alphabets on it. This is not calligraphy, okay? This is not calligraphy style. This is just like normal typography, okay? Normal font. And you have some paintings on it, which is like a floral painted macaron. Also one of the ways you can customize your macarons. And many ways to do character macarons or customize names macarons. Okay, so it's a very simple demo. Okay, edible marker, you can use it in a lot of places. Is there any questions that we have for today? Any other color besides black? Yeah, there's many colors for the edible marker. There's a red, there's green, there's gold, there's yellow, etc. Many colors, not just black, but black is most commonly used. Okay, when we draw the characters' eyes and details. This, for example, is red color. The one on this unicorn. Yeah. Any other question? If there's no any other question, I'm gonna repeat this one more time for those who didn't catch it just now. We have this promo. For those who watch this live and sign up any class within the next 24 hours, you can you'll be receiving a box of macarons worth $50 from Natang. That is our signature macarons, okay? If you never tried before, you got to try it, okay? It's Korea's most famous kind of macarons now, super trendy. It's chunky. It's my macarons don't have a lot of cream inside. Okay, I know many macarons out there is all filling up with a lot of cream. Okay, we do try not to put too much cream. Okay, instead we put cake layers so it doesn't taste too gelato and too creamy and too heavy as well. Hey, is the paint also edible? One question. This right, you mean? Or the gold one, whichever it is, everything is edible. Okay, there's nothing non-edible on your macarons. Okay, everything here is edible. Okay, the paint, the brushes, the powder, they are all supposed to be edible. If you use anything not edible on your macarons, there's no way to scrape it off. Okay, you cannot scrape off something not edible, so it has to be edible. Okay, everything edible. All right. Okay. So if there isn't any further question, I will be ending off this session. Okay. Thank you for joining us in this session. I hope you learned something a little bit more about calligraphy from Leah, and also a little bit more about how to make character macarons. And we hope to see you in class. All right. See you all and have a good evening. Bye bye.